Happy Pride Month, everyone. It's great to be back here with another episode. Um, you know, what's good, y'all? Happy Pride Month. Back with another episode, like I said I would be. Um, and this is a spoiler alert. I'm gay. Who's trying to make myself laugh? What's good, boxers? Like I said, back with another episode, and now that we got all that out the way, y'all know I'm the gay. Um, let's talk about how I actually came out, and before that, like how I even like realized or that I knew that I even liked the same sex. So, growing up in Memphis, Tennessee, it's nothing like special. Like Memphis is like a big little city, I guess. Everyone knows everybody. And I knew there was something different about me and there's something different about everyone. But it was not a lot of younger guys, kids that were different. Like, I didn't think I was different because I like brighter colors or because I wanted to be the most fashionable. Because I didn't like physical sports or anything like that. I just knew that I was different because I had a different liking for the same sex versus the opposite, of course. And this started all the way back in preschool, you know what I'm saying? When we would have nap time and the teacher was supposed to be watching us, she would go out and go eat her lunch. I think that was their lunchtime back in pre-K, whatever. And me and this little boy would be kissing or whatever. And I knew I wasn't supposed to tell nobody, so I didn't tell nobody. Only that was me and his little secret. Then fast forward to elementary school. I tried to forget that because I was so young and I was like, okay, this is not, this ain't a thing. Going into elementary school, kids are very vocal. They have a lot of words on their mind. They like to say whatever they want to say, and words can be very, hurtful. The little kids, those little bad kids, used to come around saying words like gay, sissy, punk, faggot, and I just knew all those words were mean, and I didn't like any of them. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like any of them being associated with me. So I tried to do different things. Like my parents would make me play basketball with the church or football with the church and everything, and it. Oh my God, it was a drain because I didn't like doing that stuff and it was just too much. It was too much. Even though I could do it, I didn't want to do it. I wanted to be on the dance team. I wanted to do all this other stuff. Child, versus watching WWE with my father, I would rather watch Sister Sister, That's Alright, than like all these other shows that America's Next Top Model. Bro, growing up, it's just I had to sneak. I had to literally sneak just to like watch RuPaul's Drag Race because I know that if my parents had caught me, it would have been a whole issue. So I had RuPaul's Drag Race on, I think it was Bravo TV before it went to Logo. It was on Bravo, and then I would have Cartoon Network set up on the previous button, like the preset on the remote. So I'd be watching RuPaul, then I hear some footsteps coming, and then I'm like, click, there we go, next. Right, no one knows what's going on. So I'm watching my show, I'm enjoying my time. I'm not really enjoying my time because I'm hiding, you know what I'm saying? Or I think I'm hiding. Then I get in middle school, and that was the worst time of my life. Oh my God. I thought kids were cool in the elementary. Oh my Jesus. Trying to find yourself when you are only 11 years old is Mm-mm-mm. Like I said, kids can be so cruel. And I wasn't, it wasn't that I was weird. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like I was one of those kids who were like quiet. I was a very vocal, outgoing child. It's just that my responses towards the typical hetero male and or female woman would be more sassy, more catty, more feminine than a typical guy, because as you know, people have different ways of like saying, checking or joning or riding or whatever, like whatever the different lingos y'all say for like talking about somebody. I didn't know how to check. I just knew how to read, if you must. And it stuck well with the girls, but not with the guys. They felt like I was attacking them in a sense. And I was, because I felt attacked. But I'm not attacking you the way that you're attacking me. Mm. Thanks, RuPaul. So all of that mixed in with me trying to be like the other guys, because they're continuously calling me gay every day. And I'm like, no, I'm not gay. I'm not gay. I'm not. I ain't with that. And I know I'm looking at this boy who's sitting across from me because he's cute, fine, handsome, whatever the case may have been back then. I wasn't, I wasn't happy. I was, oh my God, I was bullied. It was horrible. My goodness. And I couldn't tell my parents why I was really being bullied. Like, they just thought I was bullied just because, like, boys just wanted to pick on me because I was smaller than them. No, they were picking on me because they knew something. They thought they knew something that I wasn't being honest about. And even if I was honest about it, was that really going to change anything? No. So, moving on. Learn how to fight. Long story short, stop getting bullied because I learned how to fight and I could stand up on myself and, I could hold my own. You know what I'm saying? Watch out. But that once I graduated from promoted from middle school to high school, things, started to change because people knew me. Usually, like, when you go to like when all the schools are like the same, like the elementary, middle, high, by the time you get to high school, if you haven't made a name for yourself with that class or the classes that came before you or behind you, then you were just a wallflower. And there's nothing wrong with being a wallflower, but you can't blame anyone but yourself. So by the time I made it to high school, I was good. Freshman year is the year that changed my life because my sister was actually gone. My sister was always my protector. Like Bianca, not Ashley. If Ashley was like closer to my age, I'm pretty sure she would have did the same thing. But I don't have big brothers, so like Bianca was like she was like my biggest protector. You know what I'm saying? Because we were close in age, 4 years apart. So growing up in like summer camps, when like those kids would bully me or whatever, or like I'll get into a fight, Bianca would break it up. Like she would be there for me to like protect me, make sure I was good. Always has been like overprotective, and I appreciate her for that. But when she left for college, I'm on my own. Like, I don't have her anymore. So that kind of went away, and I really had to be on my own. Luckily, Bianca went to my high school before I got there. And I kind of used her name to help me get my foot in the door. So I was kind of like I was kind of being her shadow kind of in a sense. And it helped for that 1 year that I needed it to like get my toe in the door. And people wasn't worried about me being gay, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was Bianca's little brother. And like everyone was like, oh yeah, Bianca's cool. Thank you, Bianca. Shout out to you, girl, for being cool, girl. That was really like cool with me. So I had protection if I needed to. I always go in life, you need to have backup. Just in case you're going somewhere and you think you're going solo, you're not going solo. The people think you're by yourself, but you always got an army behind you. So I had the people behind me. It was good. I was great. Then when they left, I didn't need them anymore, so I was good. But that's 10th grade. Let's go back to 9th grade. Bianca's gone. She comes back for Christmas break. I had, Facebook Messenger was a thing, like Facebook, all this stuff. So I am inboxing somebody on Facebook or whatever, and Bianca's getting ready to go out with her friends. I'm sitting there talking to this guy, and like just like with the TV, how we have RuPaul and then like Cartoon Network, like back to back. I had Mini Clip or what's another little game I used to be on? Let's just say Millsbury, whatever, some gang site. Millsbury had them on the other like window. So had the message going off or whatever. And then Bianca said, "Oh, can you go get something in the car for me?" I said, "Yeah." So put some shoes on, ran out the door to go get it because I know if he says something back, she's gonna go look at it because she's nosy. Like she's always snooping. I guess that's that overprotective stuff going on. No, that's not overprotective. She was just being nosy. So Bianca being nosy, whatever. She finds I come back in the house. This how bold she is. She left it up. I had it on mini clip when I walked out the house. She left the inbox up with the message sitting up with what we're saying. So when I walk in the room, I said, oh, Jesus Lord. So I'm trying to act like I didn't see it. I exited out of Facebook. I didn't even look at it no more. So I go to the restroom, breathe, come out. Bianca said, "Come here." I said, "Yeah." So you got anything to tell me? No. What? Girl, at this point, you already saw it, so you already know what it is. So what do you want me to tell you? You want me to, like, reaffirm what you already know? Like, what do you want from me? She said, "Caleb, I don't care if you like dogs, cats, frogs, rabbits, whatever." Mind you, why could she just say people? She had to bring animals in this anyway. She said all that. And in that moment, she said, "I love you regardless." And we hugged. I then knew that I had to tell my parents. I was like, okay, this is my girl. Like, Bianca has been acting like a mom, even though my mom is very present in my life. And everybody who knows my mom, Miss Cheryl, Brenda McPearl, they know, like, she's there. But when my mom was at work or, when I'm out with my sister, Bianca is kind of like, the big sister mom, whatever, what she wanted to be child. So I'm crying because in my stomach is hot. When I get nervous or drunk, my stomach get hot. And I'm like, I'm actually gonna tell my parents that I'm gay. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and tell my mom I'm bisexual because I don't like girls. I already tried that, saw that it wasn't working. It's not a thing for me. Okay. So I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I'm bisexual. I have to tell you the truth. Because at this point, I'm tired of lying. I grew up lying a lot. And I'm like, after I tell them this, I have nothing else to lie about. So let's just get out the way. My mom actually comes around the corner of the house. Like, she come around the corner in the highway. And she's like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm crying. I'm just going. Tears going. She's like, "Boy." And I'm like, whew. I literally said, whew. I said, "Mama, I'm gay." Now, it didn't sound like that. Voice cracking. I'm gay. Like, that's what it sounded like. But I said that. And the first thing she did, Lord Jesus, I thought she was going to slap me. She put her arms out for a hug. I'm shocked that it went so well. So I was like, "Ma, can you tell Daddy?" She was like, "No." So I go in there. I walk in there and I tell my daddy, I was like, "Daddy, I'm gay." If y'all could see his face, he said, "Are you sure?" I I said, yes, Caleb, are you positive? I'm over here crying like, do you not see my face? Do you not see how the seriousness on my face? I'm like, yes. He said, okay, we're gonna talk about this later. I walked in that room. I was like, oh my God, I just shattered this whole man squirrel. I felt horrible. I felt like I really didn't hurt my daddy's feelings. Like, I hate disappointing my parents, even though I did it a lot, you know, like with the stupid stuff I used to do in school. But other than that, like, this is like life changing. Like, your only son is gay. And I knew this for a long time, but being that it's something that's real, it's like, oh my God, it was a lie. Long story short, after that, I mean, I had a whole conversation with my parents. I told them everything that I did, from when I used to mess with guys all the way when I was starting at the age of a young age, a very young age. Now I tell y'all, when I was 12, child. Um, 12 to, well, this is 14. So this is like 2 years later. This is December 31st, 2012 going into 13. So on New Year's Eve, I knew when nobody going nowhere. We wouldn't have no party. So I guess going into the new year with a new truth, I guess. Opening a new chapter in my life, actually being honest with my family. It was the best decision I could have ever made. When I tell you the weight lifted off of my body, off of my shoulders, off of my head, it was amazing. On the 1st of 2013, we had a whole conversation again, and my parents told me that they love me unconditionally. Didn't like what I was doing, but they love me. And with that, I didn't care what anybody else said about me. What they said about me being gay, oh, child. When the next semester of high school started, freshman year, oh yeah, baby, it was raps. It was raps. Caleb was reborn. It was like a phoenix. I was definitely the phoenix. And I took that to college. Like, I had really become myself, and child, I don't regret it at all. If I could have came out a little earlier, I would have. But since that didn't happen, you know, yeah. That's my story. I mean, I came out to my parents. We're still good now. It took some time in between now and then. It was a little like resentment towards me, but like I said, still love. Like, they had to grow and learn that I'm still their son and that this is a lot to take in, and I'm still me at the end of the day. I just like men. You know what I'm saying? I like men. I love men. uh, but I hope that this video can help someone maybe this month, next month, 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line. This video resurfaces and there's a guy or girl who's scared to be honest with themselves or come out to their parents, their friends, anybody. You can do it. Like, take some breaths. Realize that when you do this, it's no going back. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't regret it. It's literally the best feelings you could ever have. Being honest with yourself and being you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's amazing. And like I said, on any other video, if you need someone to reach out to talk to about doing this, before you do it, hit me up. Let me know. I got you. Like, if you got a comment, be like, hit me up here. I will hit you up there. And hey, it's raps, whatever. But I really hope you all enjoyed this video. I am Caleb J, the gay. I'm just kidding, no, just Caleb J. Don't say the gay after Caleb J. But no, this is Caleb J signing off with another successful video. Stay boxy.